Good morning. Welcome. It is another video in the Sober Sunrise channel, or something like that. Yeah. It's July 17th. It's Thursday and it's 7:14 a.m. I was up late last night, so I am exhausted. But yeah, thank you for being here. Sober Sunrise YouTube channel, another video. Let's read today's daily reflection. Surrender and self-examination. My stability came out of trying to give, not out of demanding that I receive. Thus, I think it can work out with emotional sobriety. If we examine every disturbance we have, great or small, we will find at the root of it some unhealthy dependency and its consequent unhealthy demand. Let us, with God's help, continually surrender these hobbling demands. Then we can be set free to live and love. We may then be able to 12th step ourselves and others into emotional sobriety. That's from a book called The Language of the Heart, page 238. I am not familiar with that book. Years of dependency on alcohol as a chemical mood changer deprived me of the capability to interact emotionally with my fellows. I thought I had to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, self-motivated in a world of unreliable people. Finally, I lost my self-respect and was left with dependency, lacking any ability to trust myself or to believe in anything. Surrender and self-examination while sharing with newcomers helped me to ask humbly for help. I like this. It's a good one. It's nice to switch it up and have something come from a different source. We've been so heavy lately on step 7, 12, and 12. So this is a nice little curveball. So back to the top. My stability came out of trying to give, not out of demanding that I receive. Yeah. Trying to give. At first, in recovery, the first period, the first, month, 2 months, 6 months, year, depending on your situation, sometimes it's just clinging as tightly as you can to just abstaining from whatever it is you're trying to abstain from. And there's not much room for anything else. And that's not for everyone, that's just for some people. And it might be the first day, it might be the first week. Hopefully it doesn't last longer than the first couple months, where all you can focus on is just not drinking, just not using. You can't really focus on anything else. That's okay. Stability for this person came out of trying to give. So using every ounce of strength to not use or drink, but then also once things started to level off, just trying to give back a little bit, not out of demanding that I receive. Okay, stability doesn't come from receiving all the time. Stability really comes from when you're giving. And why does it work? Because when you're giving of yourself, you're not thinking of yourself. Most of our problem is that we are so self-centered and we are so self-pitying and we are all these things looking inward all the time, just thinking of ourselves and how the world has done us wrong and all these things. And it could be very valid reasons for those things, but the way to stability and the way to get through these periods is by giving. That's why it's so important to have a service position. Okay, so one reason is that you are responsible. You need to show up when you say you're going to show up. People are depending on you for whatever it happens to be. But also, it feels good to give, even if it's just making coffee and pouring coffee for people in a meeting, or greeting people at the door of the meeting, or whatever it happens to be. Giving takes us out of ourselves, gets us out of our own way, and allows us to just get through the next 10 minutes, hour, day, week, without focusing so much on looking inward. So long thought for the very first sentence of the reading, but it's a good one. It's important. Thus, I think it can work out with emotional sobriety. It can. Giving is important. If we examine every disturbance we have, great or small, we will find at the root of it some unhealthy dependency. Yes, and its consequent unhealthy demand, for sure. That's why it's so important to look at these character flaws and understand them at their root. Where do they come from? Why are they there? How did they get there? Every little disturbance we have, great or small, right? Whether it's, I got really upset in traffic this morning and it ruined my whole day. Right away I was off to the wrong start. Were you in a hurry? Were you in a hurry because something happened when you were getting ready to leave? Did you sleep in too long? You work backwards, figure out where this all started that got you to where you are. And it's usually an unhealthy dependency and its consequent unhealthy demand. Let us, with God's help or with our higher power's help, continually surrender these hobbling demands. Let them go. Then we can be set free to live and love. Who doesn't want that? We may be able to 12th step ourselves and others into emotional sobriety. Okay. Emotional sobriety is a big deal. And for a long time there, I was going to a lot of meetings where the topic was emotional sobriety. And it's a very good topic. Maybe we'll get more into that. Maybe that's where this is going in the next days and weeks. Yeah, I need to look up this book, The Language of the Heart, page 238. I don't know that book. Years of Dependency on Alcohol as a Chemical Mood Changer deprived me of the capability to interact emotionally with my fellows. I think that's true for me. I was a very social drinker for the first 2/3 of my drinking career, maybe even 75%. Did it deprive me of the capability to interact emotionally with my fellows? Maybe not in the early days, but definitely toward the end. Yeah, toward the end it did. I wasn't really emotionally there. I wasn't being honest. I wasn't being open. I was very inward, looking inward. Woe is me. Pour me another drink. I thought I had to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and self-motivated in a world of unreliable people. This person clearly had that type of math, so to speak, handed to them by their caretakers, parents or whomever. You can't depend on anyone. All you can depend on is yourself. If that's the lesson that you have received, you're not going to be able to interact emotionally with people because you won't trust anyone. And a lot of us are like that. We have childhood traumas and things that cause us to lose the ability to trust people and be emotionally stable and emotionally open, have an open heart, and be able to receive when people are truly trying to give us their love and their support. We don't trust it. We're waiting for the other shoe to drop. What's the catch? Because we've been hurt before. We've seen evidence that people can't be trusted. So now no one can be trusted. That's a sad place to live. It's a sad state of affairs when that is the case, and it's the case for most of us. Finally, I lost my self-respect. Oof. Dang. I did too. And was left with dependency. Yep. Lacking any ability to trust myself or to believe in anything. Ugh. God. Think about that. Finally, I lost my self-respect and was left with dependency, lacking any ability to trust myself or to believe in anything. Just void. It's like this music knew this sentence was coming. I don't know if you can even hear the music, but the music tone just changed, and it's perfect for this sentence. That's such a sad place to be. No self-respect, dependent on alcohol or drugs or whatever, lacking the ability to trust even ourselves or believe in anything. I've been there. It sucks. It sucks. No sugarcoating it. It's terrible. Surrender and self-examination while sharing with newcomers helped me to humbly ask for help. Ask humbly for help. Okay. So surrender. What do we surrender to? We surrender to the truth, the reality that our lives have become unmanageable and we cannot beat our dependency, our obsession to drink or to use, right? It's not just a physical thing anymore. It's no longer fun. It's a dependency. I surrender to the fact that I am powerless over alcohol. If I put a little bit in me, I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm not going to wake up in handcuffs, but I'm going to wake up in 3 months and I'm going to wish I was dead, perhaps. I'm going to wake up in 3 months and I'm going to wish that I could go back in time to that first drink and just knock it out of my hand. Because I know what happens. I am powerless over alcohol. I have to surrender to that. And then I have to do some self-examination, which I've done and I'm still doing every day. It's part of this process that I'm doing right now. Self-examination. Going back up closer to the top. Self-examination. If we examine every disturbance we have, great or small, we will find at the root of it some unhealthy dependency and its consequent unhealthy demand. Got to do that self-examination work to understand how to fix this problem. Where does the problem come from? How did it get there? Who do I need to reach out to for help to get rid of it? Is it my friend? Is it my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my therapist? I need some help understanding the problem, how it got there, and how I can live with it, because I can't go back in time and eliminate it. Okay, I have to make it something that I can live with without needing to avoid. I need to be able to look it in the eyes and say, okay, trauma, I see you, you're there, I understand you now, and it's time for me to get past you, and we need help with that. That's the self-examination part. And then sharing with newcomers. Yeah. Sharing in a meeting. Sharing your story. Share your story, and I guarantee someone will come up to you at some point and say, I relate to so much of what you said. You're like me. I'm like you. I didn't think there was anyone else out there who was like me. Thank you for sharing your story. And that is giving, not receiving, to go all the way back to the top. Stability comes from trying to give, not out of demanding that we receive. Because if you give enough, you will receive. But it'll be the most pure form of receiving. So it's a circle, it's a cycle. You give, you start to receive. You receive new things in new ways that you've never experienced before. And it completely shifts your outlook. And hopefully no longer are you living with this loss of self-respect. Forget that. You'll get that back. No more dependency on crap. You regain the ability to trust yourself. You regain the ability to believe in something, a power greater than yourself. Yeah, it all works. Just takes a lot of work to get there. All right, thank you so much for listening. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I do one of these every day. We're already through the first month of this new journey of getting through 365 of these. And that's the goal, is to do it every day without missing a day. But we'll see if that works. All right. Also share the video. If you think you know someone who could benefit from hearing these messages, send them the link to the video or the channel. Could be helping to turn their life around. That's all I got today. I gotta get ready for work. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this, you are enough and you are loved and you are supported. I love you. I support you. You can do this. Got your back. If you need help, put something in the comments. Okay? And you can do this. Just do the best you can for today. And get through this. We'll get through it. Okay? All right. Love you all. Have a great, great, great day. I love you. Bye.